Recording is on.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to LisaBug Mind Body Blend. Today we have a fusion of a little Tai Chi inspired movements to warm up. We have ballet bar for posture and alignment and strengthening, also a little bit of Pilates and yoga. What I'm using for the month of November, I've added in some light hand weights, and I have a pair of threes. If you don't have that, that's okay, but it's just going to give us a little bit of extra conditioning for the arms, the shoulders, the triceps and biceps, so that'll be nice to add in to our class. I also have a chair. We'll be doing a fair amount of balancing today, so either a chair or a wall, something you can hold on to make you feel really secure with your balance today. I also have a yoga block strap and a blanket as optional props as well. And during the month of November, I'm really going to be moving towards a focus of working on good posture with gait and walking and hiking, snowshoeing, those winter things that we might be outside, just walking around on the icy streets. So we'll be focusing and talking about the importance of strengthening our glutes and our core for a proper gait and stability as we're walking outside during the winter months. So let's begin with your yoga mat and a little bit of Tai Chi to warm up this morning. So we'll just begin with feet about hips distance apart. Arms are just hanging right and nice and loose right in front of your body with your palms facing in. And as you inhale, just let your arms float up about shoulder height and exhale and press them down. And they float up and press down. 2 more repetitions with the inhale, filling the nostrils. And exhale. And last time, breathe in. And breathe out. This mindful breathing just helps to center this morning. Now breathe in, scoop. Rotate your palms to the ceiling. Extend and let your arms float down. Slow and mindful movement. Inhale, rotate palms up, and exhale. And focus on keeping your shoulder blades down your back as your arms raise above the head. And one more time, breathe in. And breathe out. We'll combine those 2 movements, letting your palms float up, exhale down, scoop, draw in positive energy, reach, and release. Palms float up, exhale, scoop, stretch. One more time of each movement, just warming up the shoulders, bringing our awareness internally to the breath. Now we'll step out to the right as we bring the right arm in front of the body, bend your knee, and close back in. Step out to the left, coming across. Alternate side to side, step. And with your eyes, watch your hand moving in front of your body. The fingers are loose, they're slightly separated. The thumb is up, palm facing internally. Now combining all of these movements, inhale, the palms float, exhale. Inhale, scoop, stretch, exhale. Right arm sweeps across, step out, inhale. Exhale. Left arm, inhale. Exhale. Palms float up. So we're just learning a little sequence to connect the mind and body to our movement. It helps us with memory, that mind-body connection. One more each with no cueing. And return back to center. Now imagine you have a sword in your hand, which you're pointed up to the ceiling. And then we'll step out to the right and circle the sword around, and then extend it out. Step back in, circle to the left, and extend out. Step together, circle, and lunge. Circle, and lunge. So I have my palms clasped together with the index fingers pointing out. Arms can be slightly bent. Start to really move this into the waistline. Roll it around. Warming up through the lats, the shoulders, the upper back. We have one more each direction. And if your pace is slower, that's fine, or you can speed it up. Step back to center, point up, reach, then bend your elbows behind you. Feel a little stretch in your triceps. Straighten your arms. And bend. One more time. Reach it up. And let the palms flow down. We'll inhale. Let the arms float. Exhale. Scoot in, stretch up. Exhale. Step out to the right, sweep. Exhale. To the left. With the sword, circle around. Reach up. Bend elbows, placing the sword back behind you in its sheath, and release the arms down. All right, body's feeling warm. Let's find access to your chair and bring it to one side of your body so you can use it here for balance. Okay, Pilates, ballet, we have first position, toes turned out, backs of the inner thighs squeezing together. Using that chair for balance, open that arm out to the side, and we'll lift the left leg up, extend it straight, bring it in, and close back to position one, first position. So we're warming up through the hip, through the quad. Now, if we take that heel that we're connecting back with the right heel, and we place it to the big toe of the right leg, this is coming into position 5. So our option here is to close with the heel to the big toe. So we're slightly crossing that front leg across. Good. We have a toe point as we extend out, and then flex the foot back to the floor. 3 more. Nice tall posture. And 2. And 1. Good. Step the side leg out into a squat and step it back into position 5. Squat. And 5. So as we step out into this wide position, it's a wide plie, grand plie, position 2. Toes are turned out. You don't need that chair for balance. It's great. Both arms can come up and down. up. If you're finding it difficult to close into position 5 across, you can come back to that position 1, just the heels connecting next to one another. 3 more. Step it out and up. 2 more. Breathe. 1 more. Close. Now this leg that's in front, cross it behind into a little curtsy and side bend. Then pull the knee towards the elbow, shortening the side of the waist. Inhale, curtsy. Exhale, pull it up. Re-inhale and exhale. So we're feeling a little bit of work through the obliques. And of course, that standing leg. We're bending that standing knee into a little plie. Exhaling up. 3 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. And 2. Last 1. And close back to position 1. So I'm going to turn sideways a little bit, but we'll be stepping back behind you into a lunge. So the same leg we were working, we'll pick it up, circle it around, and step back into a lunge. Pick it up, circle around, step back. The arm lifts, circles around, and lowers. Breathe in, up, around, and back. Now we're really feeling those legs working. We're focusing on our balance and stability. Exhale. 3 more. Now this can be a small little lunge, or you can take it nice and deep. And 2. 1 more. Lunge back and step the feet back together, position 1. Okay, we're switching sides, so you can move your chair or just turn around to face the opposite direction. And we'll come to that position 1. Nice long spine. We lift the knee up and extend forward and lower down to close to position 1. This is our développé. We definitely feel some work in that quad as we lift and extend that leg out into a nice full extension. Now we can continue to close in position 1, or we can close into 5th position with the heel coming to the big toe of that left leg. Good. So that just gives us the opportunity to connect a little bit more with your inner thighs. And pulling that pelvis. Extend. And 5. Good. If you don't need your chair, you can work on that balance. 3. Extend. 2. 1 more. Now step this right foot out to that wide second plie. Back to position 5. Out and close. You can also just come back to position 1, heels connecting one another. That arm can lift. And if you don't need the chair, both arms. Breathing on each repetition. Take a nice wide step out. Drop into those legs. Feel the glutes working. Body's heating up. 3. And 2. And 1. This front leg steps behind into a little curtsy as we side bend. And then lift the knee up, shorten through the waistline. Inhale. Exhale. So we're opening up the side waist as the leg goes behind. Open up the right side of the waistline. And then open up the left. So we've got some nice lateral flexion of the spine. And I'm turning my head to look almost behind me and then to the side. 3, and 2, and 1, and close back together. Turning to the side a bit for you, we'll lift the leg up and around, come into your lunge. Lift the knee up and around, lunge. The arm can rise and lower. About 10 repetitions. Now we might feel this a little bit tomorrow in those glutes and quads. Going at a nice, slow, controlled pace. Four more. Nice posture on that lunge. Try not to bend forward. Keep the shoulders over the hips. 3. 2. And 1. Step that back foot back in. Position 1. I'm facing my chair. Squeeze the backs of the inner thighs. We raise up and down, up and down. Working the calf muscles, squeezing through the glutes and the thighs, really hug the muscles around the bone. Rising, falling. 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now stay controlled. We're really going to pick up the pace. So it's 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And again. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more round of 8. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step back with one foot behind you to stretch out your calf. Press into your heel. Ooh, that was a little burn in that lower leg. Strong calf muscles and strong ankles really help for your stability when you're walking. And it's a muscle group that sometimes we don't use a lot, so really good to focus on those calves. We're switching sides to stretch the other leg. All right, stepping in, grab your hand weights. Make sure you've got a little space on your mat to come out into a wide lunge. So we turn the toes out, or wide squat. Sink into that squat and holding here. Now I've got a couple of different exercises for you. If it's difficult for you to press above the head, I want you to be doing a bicep curl right in here, nice and easy. If it's okay for you to press above the head, we're right in here, small range of motion. Now we're just going to move down and up, down and up. So I'm letting the arms rise a little bit and fall. If we're in bicep curls, same thing, rise and fall, using the arms and the legs together. Good. And if you're here and you're getting a little tired, fatigued, you can go to those curls, do what feels good for your body. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay into your squat. Close your arms down towards you. Lift your right arm in front and lower. Left arm lifts and lower. So as we continue this movement for the arms, we're going to adjust our feet just a little bit. So pick up your right heel so you're up in high half toe. This means you're way up onto the ball of the foot. I sometimes call it Barbie feet. So you can picture a little Barbie doll and how her feet are just permanently ready to slip into her high heels. So that's what your foot looks like on the right side. Arms are raising. Now if the shoulder raise is difficult, you're here into the bicep curls. 2 more. 1 more. Set that heel down. Take a break from your squat, rise up, inhale. Exhale, sink back down. Begin again with the arms and pick up your left heel. Way up in high half toe. So we're working on stability of that ankle and balancing. Shoulders are right over the hips. Arms we're just strengthening with light weight. Even if you don't have dumbbells, you can just do this movement with the arms. Or we can go into the bicep curls. 4 more. Good. Breathe. Abdominals engaged. 1 more. Set that heel down and raise up. Okay, I want to try lifting both heels. So if you feel like you need help with balance, instead of using your hand weights, set them down and use your chair. We'll come down into our squat. Lift both heels up. Okay, if you've got your hand weights, you can try those arms. 1 and 2. Both heels up or just balancing, holding. You can just use one arm. 6, 5, 4, challenging. 3, 2, and 1. Drop your heels, press up out of the legs, take a side stretch. And the other side. Okay, hand weight, one arm only, the right arm please. We'll step the left foot forward into a little lunge. Pull this elbow up and we straighten and bend just a couple of inches. Straighten and bend a couple of inches. So we're working on our tricep and we're keeping the upper arm really still here. So our shoulder is working. So your option to work on balance is to pick your back foot off the floor. Straighten, bend a couple of inches. Back foot can be pointed or flexed. Straighten and bend. 4 and 3. 2, straighten and hold. Small little lift, up and down, up and down. Now if you're up off the back foot, your standing knee can be bent a little bit. We don't want to lock that knee out. Up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, up and hold, stay there. 3 and 2 and 1. Lower the arm down, lower the leg down. Good, switch to the other arm. Come into your lunge position, pull that elbow up. We go straighten and bend a couple of inches. So sometimes when we do a tricep kickback, we get a little bit too boisterous with it and it ends up looking like this, a big swing. So this is just a tiny, very controlled movement right into that tricep. If you'd like to balance, shift your weight into that standing leg, lift the back foot off the floor, straighten, bend. 5, 4, breathing. 3, 2, straighten and hold that arm straight. We lower it a bit and lift it up. Lower, lift. Wow, really feeling that tricep, the back of the shoulder. Exhale to lift up. Exhale, looking for 10 reps. 5 more to go. Pull it up. 4, 3, 2, up and hold, stay there, breathe. 3 and 2 and 1, and lower down. Roll that shoulder out. Nicely done. All right, let's set our hand weights down onto the floor. Clear your space for a little bit of yoga, standing leg strength. Take your legs nice and wide. Turn your right toes out, your left toes parallel. Come into warrior 2 and reach through the fingertips. Now we bend this front knee a fair amount, and then as you straighten that leg, reach your arms up to the ceiling, and exhale, lower them down and look over the fingertips. Breathe in and breathe out. So we're working the quadricep and glute of that front leg, the right leg, inhaling and exhaling. Sink. 3 and 2. Last one. Hold here. Lower that forearm down to the thigh. Take a nice side angle pose and stretch. Lengthen through the side waist. One more breath in. As you exhale, pull it back up. And then reverse into reverse warrior. Stretch to the right side waist. Breathe. One more breath. Exhale, back to your warrior 2. Lower the arms and pivot the feet. Turning the right foot in, the left foot out. Stabilize back into your warrior. Lengthen through the fingertips. As we straighten the left leg, reach up, and then bend and sink down. Inhale. So we're looking for this knee to be tracking right over the foot. We want our stride pretty long here. Focus on the breath. And if the arms are feeling uncomfortable raising them up, you can reverse the arms and go down and out. 4, 3. Feel the work in this left quadricep, the left glute. 2. One more, and hold. Let your forearm or maybe just your palm drop down to the thigh and side stretch. So we're trying to create a nice straight line between the right fingertips through the wrist, the elbow, the shoulder, the side waist, the hip, the knee, the ankle, and foot. Pull yourself back up to warrior 2, and then reverse warrior. Gaze can be up towards the sky. You can keep it neutral if that feels uncomfortable for your head, or you can even look down over your shoulder. One more breath. And return to your warrior 2. Straighten the leg, lower the arms, pivot both feet forward, and then turn them out again, bringing the heels in a little bit closer. We'll come into goddess squat. So we flex the elbows about 90 degrees, and my wrists are flexed as if I'm holding 2 big trays. Sink down, down, down. Now notice your upper body. I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades together, tighten through your core. Now tighten your biceps like you're squeezing through that muscle. We've got 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach up to 5-pointed star, stretch, and exhale. So turn to your right side, pivoting off this heel, and bring your fingertips down to the floor. Come into a nice low lunge position. You can always be on the back knee. And then press down into that front foot and bring your arms behind you to javelin. So I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together. Nice long spinal position. Pressing down into that front foot. Feel the work into your leg. And we're holding stationary. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hand comes down to the floor, opposite hand from foot, and twist. Now you can use your block here underneath that hand. It's a really nice tool. If it's difficult to reach the floor, place that block right underneath and stretch it up. Now 2 choices here, staying in the twist with a bent front knee or starting to straighten that leg up into a revolved triangle or revolved pyramid pose. We'll hold and breathe, a little bit of flexibility. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rebend that front knee, lower the arm down. We'll step the back foot forward, come into forward bend. Hold, drop the head, relax through the shoulder blades. Breathe. Block can be used on the forward bend, but just stretch those hamstrings. And then take your time to step your other foot back, nice and long. Reach it out. Now we want about a 90-degree bend here in this knee, so we don't want the foot underneath so the knee's too far forward. So make sure that foot is way ahead. Press down into the foot, rise up to javelin. So imagine you're squeezing a beach ball behind your back. You're pushing your palms towards one another. Check your head position, you want it neutral. So this is incorrect, and also this is incorrect. So you want to pull that head right into neutral alignment. You can be on the back knee, or the back knee lifted and really straighten that leg. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach the hands down. We'll open into your twist using your block if you like. Turn it open. Stretch the fingertips up, 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 or bring your hand to your hip and just roll that shoulder back. So either staying here with this front knee bent or start to straighten that leg any amount. And this is a wonderful stretch through the IT band and through the hamstring. And we're breathing. Stabilizing. Strong core. 3, 2, and 1. Rebend that front knee. Come down from the twist. Now we drop the back knee to the floor and come into child's pose. Reaching out through the fingertips, the forehead comes down to the mat. Now, if you need a little padding for your knees, we'll be on our hands and knees for a little bit so you can actually place your blanket or a little cushion underneath your knees or fold your yoga mat. Working on core and spinal stability, we'll come to all fours. Take your right foot straight back behind you, flex into that heel, and lift your left arm. The thumb is up, so they're in a spinal balance. So you can stay here and just work on balancing, work on your core, or bring the elbow to that opposite knee and round your back up to the ceiling, working on our abdominals, and then extend out, working on the back muscles. We're breathing out as the knee and elbow come together, breathing in as we lengthen. 3 more repetitions. Feel the abs drawing in and up as we connect the elbow to the knee. Extend long through the heel and the fingertips. 2 more. 1 more. Reach out and hold. Bend this knee and we'll push the heel up and down. Up and down. So this is a small movement, just squeezing through the buttocks. You can always bring this hand back down to the mat and just work on the leg. Press it up, foot is flexed. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Now you can stay here for a few breaths, or if you'd like, a kneeling bow pose. We'll reach back with that opposite hand, catch the ankle, and extend up into a quad stretch. We're just breathing here. Stabilizing, abdominals engaged. 2 more breaths. One more breath. Exhale it out. Lower the knee back down, the hand as well. Take a child's pose, dropping your forehead down towards the mat. Now this is a good time just to maybe roll your wrists a couple times from being on your hands. And then we'll repeat this sequence to the other side, coming up to all fours. Your left leg goes straight back, push into the heel. Right arm forward, thumb up in a handshake position. Now level off your pelvis. Sometimes the extended leg hip wants to rotate up, so keep it pressing down. You can stay here or draw that knee towards the elbow, pull the belly in, round the back. Inhale to extend. Exhale to pull in. We're finding some mobility in the lower back, so really tuck your tailbone under, curving through the spine. 2 more repetitions, lengthening through the fingertips. And 1 more. And holding. Bend that back knee. Press the heel up to the ceiling and down. Up and down. Hand can come to the mat or keep working on that spinal balance. 6, 5, shoulder blades down. 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Either hold that contraction right where you're at or reach back, catch the ankle, and extend up into that half bow, and we hold. Breathe. Stabilize the core, feel the stretch. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. And release. Come back to your child's pose. And maybe take a stretch for the wrists. And we'll transition to coming down onto our back. You might need to have your yoga strap close, so as you're rolling down, have that within reach. Moving into a little bit of Pilates mat here. So as we roll down, the left knee stays bent, nice neutral position of the head, arms are just by your side, and extend your right leg out. So today we did a développé, where you bend the knee in, extend up, and then lower down with the flex of the heel. We did this standing in our position 1 or position 5. Bend and extend, lower down. Bend and extend, lower down. 3 more repetitions. So I'm pointing the toe, lengthening up, and then flexing to pull it down. 2 more. 1 more. Now just bend that knee in toward you. Same leg we were working. Other leg extends out towards the mat. We've got bicycles, so we'll rotate across and across. To the right leg, to the left leg. Inhale and exhale. Rotate, rotate. Focus on your obliques. Nice strong core. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your knees in, lay your head down, and relax. Switching sides now. Your right knee is bent, foot is on the floor. Left leg is extended out. You can place your hands right on your pelvis to notice whether you've got any movement here. And we do our développé. Bend the knee, extend up at the toe point, and flex to pull down. Now, if your hamstrings are pretty tight, that leg might not come all the way up to 90 degrees to the ceiling. So you can bring it in here a little bit more so you can get that leg to come fully to extension. 3 more. Pelvis level and stable. This helps us with our gait as we're walking. 1 more repetition. Then bring that knee in. Extend the other leg long. Bicycle. Rotate. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep breathing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both knees in. Relax your head and shoulders. Okay, we're going to ramp this up just a little bit. But always know you can do the same variation we just did. So we will come with our feet almost tight together. Lift your hips up into a baby bridge. So my hips are only off the floor just a few inches, enough for me to maybe place my fist underneath the hips. We'll take the right leg and extend it out. Développé, bring the knee in, extend, and lower. In, extend, and lower. So if this is too much, you can go back to setting your hips down on the floor. Extend and lower. Breathing. 4 more repetitions. Lengthen. And 3, 2, 1 more. Set the hip back down to the floor. Bring that right leg straight up, and we'll pull it in towards you for a little hamstring stretch. You can point the toe or flex. Other leg is long as we prepare for scissors. Switching the legs, you can keep your head down or lift your head and shoulders up, hollowing out the belly. Breathing in and out, nice long legs. And 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more each. And bring your knees in. Set the head and shoulders down. Place your feet back down to the mat, fairly close together. Lift the pelvis up off the floor, about 3 inches. Left leg extends out long. Développé. Bend, extend, and lower. Bend, extend, lower. So you'll really notice how much work you're getting in the foot that's on the floor, that side, into your glute and your hamstring. Breathing. 4 more. Any pace. Nice stable pelvis. 2 more. Last one. Lower the hips down. Straighten that left leg up. Stretch. Extend the other leg low to the floor. Begin to scissor. Head can stay down. Or curl head and shoulders up to tighten through the rectus abdominis. Stack your head. Keep space between your chin, like you have a little tangerine, right between your chin and sternum. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1, and 1. Knees in and relax. Great job. All right, we're going to roll over onto your side and press yourself up into mermaid. So a mermaid position, we have our knees bent about 90 degrees. We'll reach the fingertips out towards the floor and take a nice side bend over and then rising up. Now sometimes you feel a little bit cramped in this hip. So you can extend this leg out, you can extend it slightly behind you, make it feel comfortable for you so you feel fine moving through this side stretch. And one more stretch. And pull it up. Now keeping this hand on the floor, sweep the arm forward and lift it. Forward and lift it. So your option now is to sweep forward and lift your seat off the floor. Lower it down, sweep forward and lift it. So this is giving us some work through the outer thigh of that leg that's on the floor. You're pushing it down into the earth as you're pulling your hips up. Just working through the glute and outer thigh. 3. And 2. And 1. And lower down. Take a counter stretch to the other side. Right here, you can grab your leg and pull yourself down just a little bit. Beautiful. And then we'll take a stretch over this left leg, walking the fingertips forward, bend your elbows into a modified pigeon. So a nice stretch for the external rotators, for your glute, the piriformis area. 2 breaths here. And exhale. 1 more breath. And press yourself up. We'll change the position of the legs. Swinging the right leg down to the front, left leg to the side. Reach out to your mat. Take a stretch over and pull it up. So I'm bending the elbow of the arm that's on the floor and pushing away with it. So that gives me a little bit of a tricep exercise here. This can be done just with a straight arm and bending the sideways, but then we don't get this extra amount of work into the arm. So I want you to feel taking your body weight, bending that elbow and pushing it away. 2 more. And 1 more. Now just practice circling this arm down and up. And down and up. So now we're going to work this front leg, outer thigh, as we sweep down, pull the hips up, lower down, pull up. Whatever range of motion feels okay for you. Good job breathing. Take it at your own pace. 4 more. Lift. Beautiful. And 3. Nice move up through the shoulder. 2. 1 more. Bring it up. And down. Counter side stretch to that opposite side. And then walk the fingertips forward, out towards the floor for our modified pigeon. Lowering yourself down any amount. Feel it into the hips. And then walking the fingertips up. We'll be doing a seated quad stretch, and you may, or a hamstring stretch. You may need your strap. So we'll take the legs out in front of you. We'll come to a little side angle position. And then we'll take one leg and either bend the knee in into butterfly, half butterfly, or you can fold the leg over into half cow face, whichever one that you like to do for a little bit of a hip stretch. And then we'll take that strap underneath the ball of the extended leg, pull it toward you so you've got some flexion in your ankle, lengthen your spine through the crown of your head, and then bring it forward. So this doesn't have to be way, way down. Sometimes we try to get there by hunching and just dropping our head, but that really doesn't accentuate the stretch. What does is keeping our spine long and hinging right at the hip. It's like, boy, okay, now I know what that feels like. It's wonderful. So depending on whether you chose half butterfly or half cow face, you're getting somewhat of a hip stretch on one leg and hamstring stretch on the other. I'll stay here about another 30 seconds, breathing in and out through the nose. Try not to force that stretch. This is gentle and mindful, creating length in the muscle and in the connective tissue. Maybe sinking an inch or two deeper for the last 10 seconds. One more breath. And exhale, coming up, release the strap from the foot, unfold the leg, and extend it out. Maybe a little shake out. So on the other side, again, two choices, butterfly, or crossing that leg over into half cow face. Take your strap to the ball of the foot rather than the arch, because if we get the ball of the foot, we can actually create more flexion of the ankle towards us and get that stretch through the calf. Lengthen the spine. Really sit up tall, drop your shoulder blades back, and then just barely start to hinge forward. Oh, yes. Doesn't take much. So find your edge, and then just hold there and breathe. Now, is it okay if this knee's bent? Sure, that is okay. If you're really tight in your hamstrings, and sometimes you can take a little towel and just roll it right under the knee so that it's got something to be supported on, and then you can release your hamstrings a little bit more that way. You've got 30 seconds to hold this stretch. Nice equal ratio breath in and out through the nose. Just explore to see if you can sink just a little bit deeper. Two more slow breaths. One more. And exhale. And release that strap. Rise up, unfold the leg. Give it a little bit of a shake out. So we can use our block today for a full wide leg stretch here, taking both legs out nice and long onto your mat. You can reach for your block. It's got three heights. We have the top height, the medium height, and then the low height. So you might have your hands on the block to support you. You might have your elbows on the block supporting your head. You might actually be able to get your forehead to rest down onto the block. So many places that we can use that block just to relax into this stretch. And take a peek at my clock in front of me. I'm going to be here 2 solid minutes holding this pose. And I'd like you to feel very relaxed if you can be relaxed in this pose. If you're super tight in your hamstrings, let your knees bend some, and you could even just sit up against a wall. You don't have to be folded forward, just wherever you are to find that length. And we'll begin to come into an equal timed breath. So exhale completely. We'll take 4 counts each direction of the breath. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, exhale, 4, 3, 2, inhale, 4, exhale, 4, 3, 2, breathe in, breathe out. Now if you're fighting that 4 count, just let the breath be whatever pace feels right for you. Just allow it to be equal each direction. Now by this time we've been holding the pose, you might be able to drop your props down a little bit and sink a little deeper into the stretch. See where we are. Just over 30 seconds to go holding here. notice where you're feeling the sensations of this stretch. So as I'm listening and paying attention to my body, I definitely have a deep inner thigh stretch, a nice hamstring and glute stretch, and my lower back is also aware of being lengthened. Let's take 2 more breaths here in our wide leg forward fold. One more breath. And exhale. Start to slowly bring yourself up out of that stretch, closing the legs together. Let's come into an easy cross-leg position. Coming onto the sitting bones, nice long spine. Turn your head to the right. Drop your chin to look down over that right shoulder. Roll down. And come up. Turn head to the left. Over the shoulder. And roll down, chin to chest. Just come back to center, eyes closed, nice long spine. Gently draw your shoulder blades back. Feel the connection into that upper back. Two more breaths in. Exhaling completely. One more nice long breath. And exhaling out. We'll open our eyes with a soft gaze and press the palms together at the heart center. I just wanted to acknowledge today could be a life-changing day for us in our country. So I thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope that this gives you some peace as we move through our day today, staying nice and calm and relaxed as possible. And it is my honor and my pleasure to serve you this morning. The light and love and peace that resides within me honors the light, love, and peace in each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone. If you want to stay on board for a second or two and chat, otherwise I will see you next time in class and see how you're doing. Thanks for your message, Linda. Sorry, it's hard for me to know. It's like in my living room, it's tinkly piano music. So it's good to know if in your room it's not so much.